Hey there, folks. We are finishing Duskwood today, killing several elites. Let's hop right into it. Enjoy! Mufasa is going crazy with the multi-boxing. I don't know how he's doing all this. Can he control all 5 characters at once? Isn't it kind of illegal to use the weird software to control all 5 characters? I guess not. It might have been against the rules on Untitled, but it's not the case here. Not in the slightest. Now that we have the crate of stuff, we go down to Gremand Elmore in Stormwind. So we're gonna head down to Stormwind. We're going to pop in on that fellow. We can proceed on to the quest that we need to complete. We can head up this way. What's this guy's guild name? Thanks, I hate it. It's a funny name. I like that name. I admire your spirit, my friend. It is remarkably pessimistic, and that is beautiful, in its own way. Whether you're happy or you're sad, passion is what life is about. Apathy in the middle, that's what truly kills passion. You can become so enraged that you fight your way out of a situation. You can become so joyous that you are enthusiastic about what you do. But apathy, you do nothing. You are nothing. Morbent's Bane to Sven in Duskwood. Okay. Now that we've got this quest, we can head back to where we're at. It's always good to keep a few explosives on you for all of your explosive needs. Now, Sven is actually closer to Westfall than he is to Darkshire. So we'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see about where we go. We could go to Westfall first, or we could go do Bride of the Embalmer. I think we'll head to Westfall. We'll do the elites first, because we can also pick up the Morbent Fel quest from the grave, the lonely grave beside the cemetery. And that one is the 3rd elite quest. You've got Eliza, you've got Morbent Fel, and you've also got Mor'Ladim. And he is the boy who gives you the good 2-hander sword. I mean, it's nice for warriors, but for hunters, well, it's good for your vendor. It's good for your gold. It's good for your pocket, and it's always something you want to keep up. Because without gold, I would not be able to have power leveled my engineering. So I'm sure that Blizzard is going to fix that too. Eventually. They will, they certainly have the resources to do more than we could at Light's Hope. And when they do have it fixed, we are going to, well, we can get a death ray and a battle chicken. And then we can craft all the sappers. And that will be fun. That will be good. The death ray is a lot of fun. You want it for all of your engineering needs. For all of your PvP needs. For all of your burst damage. The dragon gun, though, that's a lot of fun for your, you know, your Ravager needs. You do need Ravager stuff. You need it. You need explosives. Let's cross the water right here. Sven is up this way. So we're going to go up to him. We're going to say hi. And we're going to show him this sick weapon, or thing that we picked up. This weird little cross thing. This little staff. It's a very small thing. That's not what she said. and it's going to kill this this warlock. Yep. It's a neat little thing. The reward from this quest unfortunately does not apply fairy fire, so we cannot prevent someone's stealth. But we have other tools to prevent stealth. Morbent Fel, anyone? And Eliza. And I suppose I'll keep track hidden up too. We just saw a rogue pass by, but it was a friendly. You never know if it'll not be friendly. We have a taker. Excellent. Looking for more Morbent Fel. He's got his own little house right here. It's a pretty big house. It's very nice. You know, if you don't count the fact that it's surrounded by ghouls and other undead ghoulies. A Death Ray IRL. That'll be fun. I'm speaking a little bit less enthusiastically, but hopefully no less entertainingly. I've been at this for quite some time. We've been having a lot of fun. But... ah, look at that. The 174 aimed... or sorry, the multi-shot cleave. Invite Shadowy Eager. Here we go. We're going to just have him over there, and no, actually that's dead already, so we cannot chain our multi-shot. As unfortunate as that is. We do have enough, though, for this this caster. We have a warrior, a rogue, and of course me, as a hunter. And obviously, all this physical damage will insta-give the clothy that is upstairs. He may be a tough clothy, but he cannot handle all of the physical DPS that we are putting out and wrecking stuff with. Well, we could keep things cleared out around here. That way she can sneak up this way, and everything will be hunky-dory in the hill. Or on Raven Hill. Atop Raven Hill. Not to be confused with Melancholy Hill, which is a gorilla song. Alright, it seems that our rogue is nearing where we're at. She's nearing the Forlorn Row. Or Row? I'm not really sure. Row is a name. It's a pretty name. It means summer. I think. It means red. Heat? Something of the sort. Oh, hello. We have something tailing us. That needs to de-aggro first. De-aggro the elite first. You are going to die. Okay, so he's off now. Fearball, huh? I wonder what he's oh, he's talking about intimidating shout. Great. And we do have quite a lot of ads up here, so let's let our warrior lead the charge. Morbent Fel is quite the fearsome fellow. Let's pop our rapid fire. Get one more auto shot off before we start the aimed. My timer appeared to be off. Let's in fact let's place a landmine right here. Maybe it'll go off soon. It should take only 10 seconds or so to arm. We'll go on landmine. There we go. The damage is excellent. And am I frozen here? Oh, I must have been stunned by presence of death. I was stuck in the aiming animation, but it's okay. Oh goodness, our warrior seems to have died. Well, that's disappointing. It seems, though, that we are done with this quest. Thank you for tanking. So apparently the landmine does take a little bit longer to charge up, but it does do about as much damage. On Lighttope, or rather on Kronos, it took 10 seconds to arm first. But after it arms, it's, look at that, detonation. 1400 or so damage. We round it up if it's over 50, or if it's 50 or over. The landmine is very, very powerful. There are 4 types of explosives you should always carry on you. Grenades, landmines, crystal charges from Ungoro, because they are the most powerful dynamite-type explosive in the game, and goblin sapper charges. I suppose I could use an upgrade to my cloak, the enchanted Moonstalker cloak, which is only 3 stamina. I'm going to be getting new pants very soon, with the Trip Runner dungarees. So we have no need for the pants. Eliza? There is another quest over this way. Could you guys help? Thank you. Let me turn Cheetah off before I get dazed here. We're just gonna move along here. Moving right along. With all of our wolfy needs. Our wolfy and undead needs. I still have not seen Lupos around, but he's gotta be around here somewhere. Looks like our friends are going to stick with us for Eliza, so we're going to be able to kill her after all. Eliza does have ranged attacks, she can frostbolt, and she hits very, very hard, so it's incredibly important that we do have aid for this quest, because without it we would certainly die. Well, not unless we came up with some very, very creative stuff. Maybe we could clear all the ads out around here, and then kite Eliza down, and then loose her attacks. But I'm not sure she does her frostbolt 100% of the time. Sometimes, sure, but not all the time. Not all the time. Now, here's where her grave is. Apparently this Abercrombie fellow put his own heart into his deceased beloved's body. Her ghoulish body. So I will, I suppose I'll drop my landmine right on top of the grave. Gonna place landmine first. Actually, wait. Does she summon ads? Or do they spawn with her? If they spawn with her, then the, which one? Okay. Landmine away from the spawn then. Let's put an immolation trap here too. The goblin landmine will be armed in 10 seconds. Now we can go ahead and start. Here's her frostbolt going out. We're going to bring all the ads in. Let's bring him in. Oh, I've got cheat up. My bad. There we go. We got plenty of, let me, get something at range here? Something that I can multi-shot. Here we go. Yes, we chained it into the melee. And we got a potion off too, so we're alive and well. We have the Embalmer's Heart, which is exactly what we were looking for. So we're good to go. So now that we have the Embalmer's Heart, I suppose we return to the mayor and see what happens. Maybe he crushes it and, yep. Maybe he crushes it and Abercrombie drops dead where he is. Well, I have Worgen in the woods. Vile Fangs, Tainted Ones. Would you want to grind some high-level Worgens? Could be fun. We'll chuck some grenades and, well, Mor'Ladim soon. Soon, not now. Very, very soon. We're just about done with all the quests in Duskwood, and at that time, that'd be great, Rogue. We can pal around with a rogue and get some stuff cut up with the knives that rogues use with their stealthy attacks. And all that good stuff. Those Eliza's guards were certainly quite nasty. I suppose I should have put on my Watchmaster's cloak. That might have helped if I was very close to death there. So the Worgens we're looking for are around here. This one little cave right here. And they are the highest level ones in the entire zone. It is terribly important that we annihilate all of them so that no trace of their evil remains. They're the evil kind of wolfy boys. Not the neutral, natural ones that you find in the woods, like these young black Ravagers, who, despite being all natural, are indeed taking my job, so I do need to kill all of them that I see. Or, you know, I'll kill this one while our rogue is catching up with us. She appears to be quite slow. But she does not have aspect of the cheetah. So, of course, she will fall behind. Aimed auto, multi-auto. Isn't it beautiful with the Crystal Pine Stinger? The damage is so great, so high. Now there were some horde wandering around here earlier, but they seem to have dispersed. They seem to have fled. Or left. They probably caused quite a ruckus in Darkshire, but we dodged them all. They did not get us a single time. Because we are sneaky. We have the Shadow Melds. We can stealth. We are very, very sneaky. And there is absolutely nothing that they can do about it. Because we are the sneaky. Oh, there's a stealth mob right here. Interesting. I wonder if there are any more wandering around. I just saw that on the tracker. So the ones I need are the ones by this cave here. I'm almost at. And of course, I believe these are the last Worgen quests in this zone. It might be. It might be. In which case, the last thing that we need to do is kill Mor'Ladim, who is short for Morgan Ladimore. Upon further examination, you notice that dirt over the grave has been recently disturbed, and that a good amount of the dirt seems to have been displaced. Of course, someone raised Morgan Ladimore, and the person who that was part of the Night Watch in Duskwood. It was an unfortunate end for him, but now he makes a living by killing adventurers in Ravenhill and taking all their stuff. He's quite a tough fellow. Here we are. These are the Nightbane vile things. The big tough ones that we need to beat up. Our rogue is, well, she's gonna get here when she's here. So for now, let's start up. Let's get a good concussive on, and I think that just resisted either my pet's lightning breath or perhaps an improved concussive shot. Could have been either one. Either one. One more shot and it's down. Let's see if our pet can pick up some aggro here. With well, thank you. I need you to hold the aggros until I can get my aimed auto multi-auto off. There we go, that's good enough. I did an aimed auto multi-raptor. My pet can go ahead and finish it off. Go on, thank you. 357, oh beautiful. That's the power of this amazing crossbow. We also have some more mana potions to work with, so we'll be good on grinding this stuff. How about a growl? Growl, please. Here we go. No, never mind. It's not taking aggro. Now it is. It always goes off at the wrong time. The focus generation seems a little bit slow to me. Is it slow to anyone else? It's slow to me. I suppose now might have been a great time to use some more landmines, but I only have grenades. So we're going to be using... oh wow, nice multi-chain. It was just the right distance for a whole bunch of these guys to pop up. I guess I'll pop off a one of these mana potions. I'll be chucking a grenade right here. I'll be multi-shooting. I'm going to wing clip and wing clip again. We're going to use Aspect of the Cheetah to stay the heck away from them. Our rogue and our pet can handle these guys on their own. We got the multi-shots, so we'll just toggle Cheetah off before this guy catches up to us, and put it back on. Looks like we got a crippling poison up on that one too, which is fantastic because well, a crippling poison slows stuff down, and that's always good for our kiting needs. So no sweat at all. You just gotta keep them slow, run around a little bit, and you'll be fine. A-okay. You're good. You're fine. That's all the vile fangs, but there are the tainted ones within the mine there. The mine from which the scythe of a loon was pulled. Hello there, Coppervein. I do not need you, but I appreciate your presence. It is comforting in this hellish place called Duskwood, which is full of werewolves and undead. And also me from time to time. But I'm friendly, so I don't count. We're going to sneak our way into the cave here. As you can see, the grenades really helped us out there. They were very, very good. Very, very, very good. I still have plenty of healing potions, and we really cannot risk pulling so many in the tight quarters of the cave, because if we do, then we are going to be overwhelmed. And there won't really be too many places to run. So I suppose we'll just sneak in. Ah, there's a 32 right there. Not someone that we need to kill though, but someone who's there. He just patrols around the cave, that's all. Oh, hello. Do you see me? Oh, he saw my pet. That was my fault. I left my wind serpent flapping a little bit too close to the cave. But he's not too hard. We'll just give him a good whack. I guess we'll sneak our pet in right past the beam. Go on in. Yeah, sure, squeeze right in between the beam and the wall. That's fine. My burp snack can do that. He's a healthy, thin boy. He's a very slender snack. He does snacky things. Like what he just did. He goes into the smallest of spaces and he wiggles around. And that's how he gets out of them too. That's how he gets out of the messes that he finds himself in, because he finds himself in quite a lot of messes, being my pet. Now, there are only a few Nightbane tainted ones in this cave, really. So I'm not even sure there are 8 of them total in here. There might be, but there might also be just 7 of them. I think there's this one here, and then a few more on the corner. I do have track humanoid I could put on. But let's look around the corner instead. Let's be surprised. Let's see what awaits us. I'm also surprised that there are no mages around here. You are, doing the leveling up thing, the AOE leveling, gathering up all the Worgens for their leveling up needs. We've got this here tainted one, who's doing his thing. I still have 1 minute on the potion. And 17 seconds apparently. Oh, hello. Wow. Okay. Actually, this is a problem. Let me move over here. Oh, hello. Hi. Sorry, I meant to keep you at range. Sorry. I kind of want to aim shot you. Would you mind going on my pet? Maybe. Okay, fine. If you insist, I will smack you in the face with my woodsman sword, which I kept all the way from Darkshire, serving me very well right now. Done. That is the Worgen quest chain. Apparently the Scythe of a Loon was in this little mine here. Skinner, huh? She's skinning all the wolfy boys. The upright wolfy boys, not the quadruped wolfy boys. Oh. Hello there, skeletal warrior. Well, glad I could help. I'm only an innocent engineer. I only blow up things with explosives and other fun stuff like that. We also need to talk with someone about, well, the walking skeleton who's level 35 and has a very big sword. Because he cannot be allowed to roam around Ravenhill any longer. He is quite the dangerous boy. You need Mor'Ladim? Everyone needs Mor'Ladim. Everyone needs some more Mor'Ladim in their lives. He's like the Fel Reaver of Vanilla. Except Duskwood. Oh, he's given us a note. Let's see what it says. Master Caravan, the bearer of this note has shown herself to be upstanding in the light, capable of battling the undead and demons that plague the borders of Duskwood, and willing to join the Caravan family in their cause of light. I would thereby suggest that you give this warrior of the light, give it a rest already, further duties, perhaps to investigate some of the townsfolk that are under suspicion of succor to the enemies of the light. He's always going on about the light. I'm a night elf. I like the moon. I'm a-okay with the moon, okay? You don't have to obsess about the stuff, the light. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm cool. I don't need your light. I got my moon stuff going on. That's why I like Duskwood. It's good and dark around here. Nothing, no BS going on up in here. Oh yeah, that's right. We actually leveled our cooking up to 50, and now we can take this quest. So, you need 10 lean wolf flanks and 1 Stormwind seasoning herbs, which you can pick up at Stormwind. It's in the Canal District. Just hang on. Let me actually point this out. If in Stormwind, go right around here. There's a flower shop or something right here, and someone inside it will sell you the seasoning herbs. So just bring that to Duskwood, and you'll be able to pick up this quest, along with level 50 cooking. You need level 50 cooking, or you cannot even grab the quest. Now, let's go turn in our other quests here. We've got the Weathered Grave. Morgan Ladimore, yes, of course. His was a long and sorrowful tale. I knew him well before he left for the war, but that was the last time I saw him. A noble and good man he was, but he suffered a bad end. Here, I should have something that can tell the tale better than my own recollections. He searches through the shelves and comes up with a leather-bound book. If you would like to know more, you might ask Althea. She's been the one to handle the trouble with him of late. And of course, we'll learn more about the trouble that we're talking about. But first, we're gonna do a little bit of reading. It's story time with Raziya, all right? But first, we've found the Embalmer's heart. The magic within his heart will be proof against the Embalmer's evil, and a powerful aegis over the town of Darkshire. You've done a great thing for our people, Nilth. Our name will remain in our annals forever. Annals? Annals? Uranus. Uranus. Now, here's our daily reading. Let's see here. Wait a second. Where's the story of? Oh, I suppose that's our reward for this quest, right? Yes, Morgan Ladimore. Here we go. Morgan Ladimore? Never heard of. Oh, you mean Mor'Ladim? I guess you haven't heard the story? Well, I'll give you the short version. A wandering undead calling itself Mor'Ladim has been wandering around Duskwood. From what we've gathered, it appears to be the undead body of Morgan Ladimore, of whom you apparently know. He's been causing us all sorts of problems, attacking watchmen on patrol and killing people. You seem to be capable enough. Maybe you could lay him to rest. Maybe. From what my scouts tell me, Mor'Ladim wanders through Duskwood, following a strange and meandering path through the cemetery. We buried him out past the house on the hill. You know where that is? Yeah, I've been there to kill the warlock already. Or the necromancer, rather. He probably raised him up, actually. There isn't anything I can do to help you, but I wish you good luck. No problem, mate. We don't need any help. But first, let's read this little story. It's a good little story of Morgan Ladimore. Morgan Ladimore was a great and noble knight who fought in defense of the innocent, the poor, and the afflicted. For many years, He worked diligently throughout the outlying areas of Azeroth, bringing relief to the suffering and swift justice to evildoers. He was married to a young girl named Liz in the summer of his 18th year. They were much in love with each other and would eventually produce 3 children, a son and 2 daughters. Morgan was 32 when war broke out in Lordaeron. Morgan was called to the side of the legendary paladin Uther the Lightbringer to fight against the orcs and the undead. Leaving his wife and children in the safety of his home, Morgan left for war. The years passed and the war dragged on, and Morgan would witness many horrific events, including I've been on here for a little while. Including the disbanding of the paladins of the Silver Hand, the death of Uther, and the spread of the plague. The only thing that kept him from the brink of madness was the knowledge that he would, someday, be reunited with his wife and children. Morgan would eventually return to his homeland, but find it nothing like how he remembered it. The once verdant forest was corrupted and teemed with the undead and other dark forces. Destroyed houses and farms could be found everywhere, and the cemetery near Raven Hill now dominated much of the area. A shocked and bewildered Morgan eventually made his way to his home, only to find it in ruins. Not knowing what had befallen his homeland, he headed towards the village to find answers, and he hoped his wife and children. Morgan inquired about his family, but could not find any answers. A priest in Darkshire, as it was now called, said that he might search the cemetery at Ravenhill for a gravestone. Morgan refused to believe that his family was dead, and continued to search every farm and house in Duskwood, but to no avail. Morgan rode from Darkshire to nearby Lakeshire, thinking that perhaps his family had fled. On his way there, he decided, against his better judgment, to stop by the Ravenhill Cemetery. Morgan spent hours walking amongst the gravestones. He recognized many names of people that he knew, and became more and more distraught. Then he saw them, a small, untended plot amongst the many, with 3 small gravestones. A feeling of dread washed over him as he approached. Morgan brushed off the dust of the most prominent gravestone to reveal the name on it, simply carved upon the grave. Letters spelled out his worst fear. Liz Ladimore, beloved wife and mother. Morgan's apprehension turned to dismay and then to grief, and he fell to his knees weeping. For hours he stared at that one grave, begging the cold stone for forgiveness and sobbing apologies. Then, hours later, something in him snapped, and he began to lash out. He brought his sword out of its scabbard and began to rain blows on the gravestones, screaming in rage. Blind in his fury, he lashed out and swung wildly, catching the notice of a trio of the cemetery's attendants. As they tried to restrain him, he turned his focus to them, hurling accusations of guilt upon the innocent attendants, then killed them all. Later, when the rage had passed, realization crept into Morgan's mind, and he saw his bloody sword driven into the chests of one of the attendants. Driven to the brink by his emotions, he removed his belt knife and plunged it into his heart. Morgan Ladimore's body and the 3 bodies of his victims were found the next day. He was quickly buried, without ceremony, in a hastily dug grave on the outskirts of the cemetery. Because Morgan committed murder against innocents, something that went completely against his beliefs and his nature, and because of the grief that he held in being unable to save his family, Morgan could not die a peaceful death, and lived on as one of the restless dead. Only days later, his grave was disturbed, and his body could not be found. The being that was Morgan now wanders Duskwood, consumed by his grief over the loss of his wife and children, and his own self-hatred. Mor'Ladim, as he now calls himself, roams Duskwood with mindless vengeance and hatred, and has been known to commit murder indiscriminately. In other words, he's quite dangerous. And he did indeed catch us earlier off guard, but we're not going to be taken off guard again. We're going to go right up to him, and we are going to smack him in the face. Because that's what we're going to do. That's right, I wanted to set my hearth here, because we're going to hearth back, and then we need to head back to Mor'Ladim's grave. because there is another thing that we need to find there. Coming. Our rogue friend has been waiting patiently for us to finish our story, but I think that she's been, you know, doing her own thing with the oars and all that. I'm going to switch back to humanoid tracking just in case we run into more red team on the road. So our rogue's gonna catch up, but while she does, we can test out the damage of this amazing weapon. This thing's stuck in the ground, so we don't really need to worry about it. But this one here is not. So I'm gonna put this up. I'm gonna put up Aspect of the Hawk, and just have a look at how much damage this does. We're gonna do an aimed, auto, multi, auto. There you go. So that's exactly the reason that you want to pick up. Hey, there's a skull level undead who just passed us on the road. I was not paying attention to that at all. But you see, that's why I've got humanoid tracking up. I'm keeping my eyes out here. But to answer your question, I am on Herod PvP. Herod PvP is, well, it's Herod PvP. It's a PvP server, and it's a very big server. There sure are lots of people running around, but of course we can't really see them. They're not in my head, I promise you that. But they are behind layers, so we can't really see the thousands and thousands of people who are no doubt running around at this very moment, looking for stuff to do, doing stuff for whatever it is that they're doing, their miscellaneous purposes, which may or may not align with our own, in one way or another. Our rogue here is deciding to be quite helpful, and we'll also need to return to Raven Hill at some point, but we'll do it on a happier note, because Mor'Ladim is not actually alone in the world. But I'll not spoil that. We'll see just how much he. We'll see just what happens. I won't spoil it. It's a good happy ending to this terrifying tale of grief and murder and various other terrible things which would certainly not be good at all. So we just gotta find Mor'Ladim. He's actually not that hard to kite. We can find him patrolling around, and as long as we do not run into any more mobs, as long as we steer clear of all the other stuff, we'll be fine. So all these skeletal fiends, skeletal horrors, you can take it easy. Don't come at me, and we'll be fine. These guys are cool. They're not going to bother us. Now, where could Mor'Ladim be? Here he is. No, wait, no. That's just a skeletal raider patrolling around. But Mor'Ladim, he's, here he is. This is the one that we're looking for. So, we're going to just stay in range. We're going to keep our eye on him. We really do not want to pull any raiders. And hello there. Are you going to watch me kite? You are very small. What are you? Are you a rabbit? You have very sinister looking eyes, Mr. Rabbit. Can I come join you in your bush? Okay, so we've got ourselves the elite here. I think I see a good kite path, so we're gonna go for it. We're gonna shoot him. We're going to open with an aim shot. We're not gonna multi yet because, well, obviously there's a spider right there. We might have synced multi-shot on that fellow there, but he finished the target a little bit too quickly. So Mor'Ladim, there's a secret to kiting him. So basically, he's got an enrage spell, and his enrage spell slows him down. Well, he's also hang on, I gotta move past this guy. I do not want you on me right now. I appreciate your enthusiasm, my friend, but I kind of need Mor'Ladim here. It seems our rogue has gone ahead with the the evasion stuff, but it's not exactly going to help with Mor'Ladim. He hits very, very hard, especially if he's enraged. So you got to stay the heck away from him. You stay the heffle away. Oh wow, grave robbers. That's not good either. Well, he's going to chase after us. We're okay as long as we don't get dazed. As long as we don't get dazed. We just try and get the arcane shot. Okay, we pinged him. We're still not getting dazed. That's pretty good. We got a concussive off. That skeletal fiend is still chasing us. But so is Mor'Ladim. That's who we really want. We just gotta keep pinging him with our rank 1 arcane shot. We're gonna get a... Oh heck. Potion. Wing clip? Wing clip. Great, okay, we got the wing clip off, and now we keep going. We're about by the road, and our rogue has the crippling poison up again, so we're okay. We are A-okay. In fact, I'll open with an aim shot right here. Maybe we can get a good crit. It was too much to ask, but I can auto multi-auto, and there we go. I'm going to, do I have any more potions left? I do. Let's give them to our rogue. Thank you. That'll make up for the death. We have some mana potions, we're okay. That's all we need. But there also are some more potions up here, so maybe we can find some more for ourselves. We'll have to pay silver for them, but that's okay. And yep, here we go. I've picked up these potions numerous times during Duskwood. You gotta check back here all the time. Hang on, is this actually good? No, never mind. We're okay. So now that we have the skull, we can teleport back to Darkshire. Ah, so you noticed about the proc, huh? Yes, indeed. So I was using Venom Strike some time ago. I might actually still have it in the vendor. Let's have a look. Here, vendor. Here we go. Let's repair here. And no, I do not have Venom Strike here anymore, but yes, procs do indeed interrupt your auto shot cooldown, or rather they reset it. Now, you can still justify the use of Venom Strike, because Venom Strike is actually really good, even with that considered. Venom shots just proc so often, and they're really, really good. They're very, very good. But I would not recommend saying Galgan's Fire Blaster or something really higher level that does like a really crappy proc. Instead, we're going to roll with the Crystal Pine Stinger. Unfortunately, Verdant Keeper's Aim is among the things that we probably should not use, but hopefully we can do other stuff. So, she does not blame us if we're having trouble with Mor'Ladim, Nilf. Some of our strongest watchers have been lost to Mor'Ladim. You killed him. That's no small accomplishment, Nilf. On behalf of the people of Darkshire and the Night Watch, I thank you. There is one small matter, however. I should have told you this earlier. How do I put this? Morgan may have believed that his family was all dead, but in fact, his daughter Sarah Ladimore is now a watcher. She's always been troubled by the circumstances surrounding her father's death. Perhaps you could go to bring the news to her. Alright, we're, hello there. Hi, you just happened to be passing by at the right time. I wish there was something I could have done for him, if only I had talked to him before he... Here, take this and lay it on his grave. Maybe, somehow, he'll know that I'm okay, and that none of us hold him responsible for what happened. There are tears in her eyes now, as she slides a ring from her right hand and presses it into your hands. And thank you, Nilf. Really, you're trusting me with this? Okay, I mean, if you insist. We're gonna take the long way up. We're gonna head up this way. First, there's a bowyer. I can pick up a few more razor arrows. There we go. Now then, let's head up the this way, the roundabout way. Not necessarily the long way, but it is up this way. Really, the grave is on the opposite end of Duskwood, and we got to run all the way back there. But when we do, that'll be good. We'll be fine. Hello there. Sorry, I'm kind of in a hurry. I'm not interested in playing with you. But if you want to stick to fetch, oh crud! I just chugged the mana potion instead of toggling Cheetah off. Oh well, it's one less inventory spot if I use the second one. So sure, let's actually wait a second. I have 3 of them now. Okay, never mind. I guess that was kind of a loss. Oh, I could be such a klutz. But you guys know me. We always have fun. Hey, hello there. What are you doing in the middle of nowhere? Did someone hide you? Did someone hide you for me to find? Are you hidden by the Lady of the Light? Ah, okay, so just a little bit of silver, a couple of grays, but it's something. I've entered some stuff. Got a 751. Got some 988. Pretty solid, pretty solid. Hey, something's better than nothing, right? We do not have track treasure, so you know, obviously we're in kind of a disadvantage when it comes to treasure hunting compared to dwarves. But you know what we do have is shadow meld. We have the stealth, so that when we pop out with the aimed auto, the things drop dead. That was a very, very smooth toggle there, if you guys saw that. Hunters in Classic, well, there are a lot of people who are complaining about feign death, and apparently it is very much glitched. I suppose we'll see in 2 levels, or maybe 1 1/4. But I have faith that we will adapt. We are hunters after all. We are the rugged and adaptive of the game. We take nature and we make it our own. That's how we roll. That's how we be. That's a hunter mindset to have. And if you caught the Dead Mines or Stockades run earlier, you know that we're still pulling some sick multi-shot memes. We're still doing some crazy good stuff. And it is a tremendous amount of fun. I'm very glad that the multi-shot mechanics are exactly the same as we expect them to be. And also, I did come out with a new tutorial. Hello there. Is this your bed? Can I lie in it? It doesn't seem very comfortable. You seem very old. I imagine it would probably be bad for your back. Anyway, so, as I was saying, yes, the hunters have some pretty cool stuff going on. In fact, let me show you. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure you stop by YouTube and check out the cool Ravagers tutorial, or not the Ravagers, the multi-shot thing. So check this out. If I keep something in melee range and something else at minimum range, we can cleave multi-shot into the melee while simultaneously using Raptor Strike and auto attack on the other target. And it's a pretty useful trick that we've been using all the way up, and it's something that is very fun for hunters. But you know, you've also been throwing iron grenades and other stuff into the mix, and that's always fun. So yeah, if you have not seen it, my latest multi-shot tutorial for my tutorial for advanced multi-shot techniques talks very much about that exact idiosyncrasy of multi-shot. Is that the right word? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's see. Where's the grave that we were looking for? It's a lonely grave nearby this house on Ravenhell. It's a very lonely grave. But where is it? We gotta be on the lookout for it. It might be a little bit hidden. But when we find it... Well, when we find it, we'll find it. That'll be good. Ah, is that it? Yes. We found it. Nuance or feature, a mechanic technically. Yes, that would be correct. Alright, now let's give Sarah Latimore's ring to Mor'Ladim. He says, "Leave me be." A ghostly voice sounds on the wind. This is Sarah? Could it be she's still alive? The weight is removed from my shoulders. Nilth, take my sword, Arceus. As my soul is put to rest, I have no more need for it. It was forged to do good, and though I have proved myself unworthy to hold it, perhaps you will carry on the light through it. This, my love. Well, this is certainly not good for us, so we'll certainly be vendoring it. But, oh, hello. My sword Arceus served me well in life, but as at last my spirit may pass from this unhappy existence, I need it no longer. I shall cling to the love of my daughter, and hope that I will find forgiveness under the light for my sins, he says. That'll, we'll go and vendor his prized sword some other time, because, well, we've gone through the whole of Duskwood, And this is it, that we are officially done.
So we're stopping right here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to drop a like on this vid and share it too if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell icon for notifications so you never miss another upload. Also, check the description for links to the Ravager Den Discord channel, my Twitch and Patreon, and be here tomorrow at 1700 Pacific Time for some Numerigan memes. As always, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!